Welcome back to Pokkén Basics. Last time we went over the controls and two key mechanics, including phases and the attack triangle. Today we'll finish up with the core mechanics by explaining synergy burst and supports.
6x dash.
Did they both burst? They both bursted! What happens? Oh!
There's a meter next to your HP bar called your synergy gauge. You gain meter by doing different actions. Some examples are whiffing or connecting with attacks, initiating a phase shift, taking damage, or armoring through attacks. Each character needs a different amount of meter to fill their synergy gauge. Synergy by itself does not do anything, but when your gauge is full, pressing L plus R puts you into synergy burst or burst mode.
Burst mode's activation is invincible on startup, so it can be used as a reversal, and it resets your own phase shift points, and if the shockwave hits your opponent, it resets their phase shift points as well.
Burst mode gives you a 10% increase in attack and defense, and gives a slight speed buff. In addition, your character gains light armor. This means your character can absorb up to 9 light attacks before taking hits done normally. All characters besides Chandelure gain specific changes like extra or better hitboxes and frame data on their attacks. Characters like Gengar and Lucario become drastically different and very difficult to stop. Lastly, burst mode recovers some of your gray life, and after a few seconds in burst mode without taking damage, you slowly gain back even more HP. I'll talk more about the different types of armor and gray life in general in the next chapter. Pressing L plus R while in burst mode does your burst attack, or as I refer to it, your super. These attacks are very powerful and gain invincibility or armor very early in the animation. I'll dedicate a special video for helping you contain the different burst modes and show you how to shut down every burst attack in the game, so look out for that. Each character stays in burst mode for a different period of time before the synergy bar depletes and they revert back to their normal form. The icon above your synergy gauge is your support gauge. When it's full, you can call your support. Every support's initial charge and recharge time is different, and I've linked the list so you can see them all. There are 3 types of supports: attack, disrupt, and enhance. Attack supports are some sort of, attack designed to hit opponents. Disrupt assists are generally defensive in nature, and some of them can be used as invincible reversals and even used in pressure if you want. Enhanced supports give you some sort of boost like restoring HP, giving a stat buff, giving synergy, or other boosts. Most players pick a support that directly plays to their character's strengths or covers up one of their shortcomings, but pick whatever support that works for your own playstyle. Now, supports can be really annoying to deal with on the receiving end, so here are 2 techniques you can use to shut them down. Number 1, most supports are not invincible, nor do they grant armor starting frame 1. There are exceptions like Finnegan and Umbreon, but properly timed melee attacks and throws will usually beat out supports even before the screen freeze. Number 2, supports are always called from the right side of a character. This means in field phase you can often move to your character's own right and avoid many supports and sometimes even punish them. And this last thing goes for any video game, but once you get used to the patterns of when people like to use supports, you can bait and whiff punish them with good movement. Finally, cheer skills impact your support and synergy gauge drastically, so experiment with them and choose one that fits your own playstyle. Okay, you already know about the controls and mechanics from the last video, and now you know about synergy burst and supports. Now when you go out and play and watch matches, you'll have a pretty good understanding of what's going on. Next up is terminology and fighting game concepts, so we can finally get to the real good stuff, which is strategy building. Thanks for watching. Later.
Esto